Oh, the hunger is so real today. What's going on, everyone? It is your Captain RJ coming in with another SafeMoon update. In today's video, we're going to go ahead and discuss SafeMoon's pricing for today, the general crypto market. Normally, I quote Warren Buffett all the time, and he's caught on in our Reddit community. But what a lot of people... Now, if this next quote catches on the Reddit community, I'm for sure going to take credit for it because I've been quoting Warren Buffett since like the inception of my videos. And I've seen it a couple times fly around inside of our Reddit community. But if this quote starts to fly around our Reddit community, I will for sure take credit on it. But it's a quote from Warren Buffett's right-hand man, which is Charlie Munger. And he savagely addresses market decline and people that just can't handle it. And I love that quote. We'll go over some Reddit posts, and then we'll just briefly touch on a few Twitter posts. But before we get started, if you guys are new to the channel, please consider hitting that like and subscribe button down below, as it does greatly help the YouTube algorithm promote this channel to other SafeMoon holders such as yourselves and other potential SafeMoon holders out there. Also, if you guys haven't already, follow me on my social media platforms here. It is just at RJ Ardonis. We do have some things to cover here, so without further ado, let's head right on in to the flight deck. Welcome to the flight deck, everyone. Let's go ahead and dive right on into the pricing. Our global crypto market is up 3.60% today. That puts Bitcoin up 3.77%, Ethereum up 3.03%, Binance up 1.71%, Cardano up 1.13%, XRP down 0.27%, and Dogecoin up 1.24%. That puts SafeMoon today down 3.13%. Again, if you guys have been tuning into Reddit and Twitter, you guys already know, and I'll be covering it shortly, but our number one whale did sell off 2 trillion today, which took the price down. But of course, we ate those dips back up. If you guys take a look at our volume, we are up 45.59% today in volume. That puts us at $28 million of volume within the last 24 hours. Heading on over to the Reddit community, here is the whale watcher that we were talking about. Whale number 1 sold 2.4 trillion tokens today. And again, this guy understands, and I've told you guys this in the videos in the past, that dips are healthy for the long-term price of SafeMoon. We don't want absolute parabolic price movement, because what ends up happening is there's just as much of a violent sell-off when we have aggressive parabolic movements. If we're wanting SafeMoon to truly be a long-term investment to its very principal core, which is rewarding those that hold, then these dips are healthy, period. So only 13 trillion till the top whale is gone, 2.4 trillion dip. That is good. Let's continue eating the trillions, and let's get every whale in here into the billions. Exactly what the SafeMoon hodlers are enjoying. If your strategy is truly dollar cost averaging, then everyone here should be excited and rooting for these lower prices. Period. There's no argument there at all, unless you're a fudster and you're hoping to spread FUD. Do these look similar to anybody else? Here's SafeMoon's graph right now. So they have the parabolic movement, the sell-off, the violent sell-off that I always tell you guys about, and a second attempt to break highs, and then the sell-off, and here's the corrected price right now. Versus, here's Bitcoin. You guys remember this? This is them. Here's the parabolic movement. Here's the aggressive sell-off, some consolidation, and then somewhere in here, they went up, and up, and up, and up. If we compare Bitcoin's chart, they had the parabolic price jump, they had the sell-off, they had the corrected price, and then they took off. This is where SafeMoon is right now. Again, we don't have a crystal ball, but we can't always take previous history and previous data to try and project future pricing. Something SafeMoon Mark had just actually tweeted at 5:17, which is very interesting. Yes, I wrote Surge, not as a competition to any other project, but an innovation to the DeFi space that hasn't been seen or done before. No more liquidity pools, exchanges, whale problems, sells, or rug pulls. I hope many can copy and add to this code to make DeFi a better place. Not sure what this is about. I did do a few Google searches on Surge, but nothing definitive yet. As you guys are long-term listeners of mine, you already know that I don't really like going deep into the rabbit hole of conspiracies or anything really unverified. So I will wait another day or two to see what SafeMoon Mark is talking about and to really let him announce what Surge is about. But after my initial searches, I don't have enough definitive proof to really just cover this, but just know that he did tweet something about it. And last but not least, I have been quoting Warren Buffett since the inception of my channel. And I have seen people quoting him in the Reddit community every now and then, but who I'm going to quote today is Warren Buffett's right-hand man, Charlie Munger, over at Berkshire Hathaway. This is important. This is about today's market decline and any future market declines we have. So the interviewer asked, so how much does Charlie worry when Berkshire's common stock declines? And he says 0. This is the third time that Warren and I have seen our holdings in Berkshire Hathaway go down, top tick to bottom tick by 50%. And then he goes on here, in fact, you can argue that if you are not willing to react with equanimity to a market price decline of 50% 2 to 3 times a century, then you are not fit to be a common shareholder, and you deserve the mediocre result you're going to get compared to the people who do have the temperament, who can be more philosophical about these market fluctuations. Period. Drop the mic. Charlie Munger is a savage. So I hope you guys enjoyed that video. Again, the real takeaway in today's video, and there's gonna be so many fudsters out there. I could just feel it in my bones. You guys are watching this video, you know who you are, just itching and just salivating in the mouth, waiting for the video to end to write FUD comments down below, and just little keyboard warriors you. But the takeaway in today's video is this. As Charlie Munger had said, if you are not able to act with equanimity in a market decline of 50% or more, he said 2 to 3 times a century, then you are not fit to be a common shareholder, and you deserve the mediocre result that you are going to get compared to those that can act with equanimity. And of course, we don't want to be savage like Charlie Munger. If you don't know who he is, he just absolutely has no patience. He's a guy that just absolutely doesn't give an F. If you guys watch Berkshire Hathaway's annual meetings, Warren Buffett loves to be in the spotlight. Charlie Munger does not. He just wants to be in the shadows, accumulating wealth. So when they do interviews with him, he's just super savage, and he's like, listen, all these fudsters, all these negative people, they can talk all they want. These guys are who he talks about when he talks about deserving mediocre results. And so I will take what he says, and I'm going to see if I can kind of just mold it into my own words with the experience and the education and the time I've had investing in the stock market and day trading as well. And I mean, even now that I think about it, this is me just spitballing, but even real estate. I mean, guys, there's housing market crashes all the time. 2008, there's a lot of people that lost their homes. And guess what? Homes were at an all-time sale. All the real good investors, everyone that was fortunate enough, picked up so much properties at such a discount price. When I'm talking about investing, when I'm talking about real estate, it is truly, when I say this, above 60 to 70% mental. It is a mental game. And when Charlie Munger says acting with equanimity, you guys have to hone in on your emotions, and you have to learn to control your emotions on a market decline as well as a market uptrend. When you let your emotions really take over, whether it's anger, whether it's fear, you start to make bad decisions. Period. I've followed a lot of investors, a lot of successful investors out there, including Phil Town, Guy Spear, Manish Pabrai. All these guys follow the same type of investing, such as Warren Buffett, which is value investing. If you guys haven't listened to me in the past, this is the base foundation of what my strategy pretty much goes off of. And this is how I treat SafeMoon. SafeMoon to me is an absolute sale. So when we see market declines of 10, 15% in a day, and everyone's fearing for their lives, and fudsters are having the time of their lives writing posts and asking questions and thinking they're in the right, and then if people address them, they turn around and play the victim. You guys know who you are, honestly. But that is the most important time as an investor, to just act with equanimity, to act calm, be able to just brush it off. I will say this with the utmost sincerity and the utmost confidence. If I listened to a lot of fudsters, if I listened to a lot of negative people during my journey to where I am now, I wouldn't be here. I would have listened to them and started seeding and inceptioning doubt in my head, but you got to learn to just brush it off. And that's why I say it's really more of a mental game. When investors load millions of dollars into a stock, you don't think they're scared? When they load millions in there and it just drops another 20%? Of course they are. But it's those market declines that really separate the investors and the paper hands. And it is unfortunate because with a little bit of education, people can learn to exercise equanimity in their emotions on these market declines. So if you ask me straight up, I can sit here and look you in the eye and absolutely tell you that, hey RJ, are you wavering? Are you scared that we just took a dip today, a massive dip? I can tell you straight up, no, if anything. And this is up to you to believe or not. I get excited. I get excited for these dips because it allows me to purchase it again at a much deeper discount than when it could be. We've already seen SafeMoon eliminate another zero in my time. Since I've invested, I've seen SafeMoon eat a zero. And here's another bit of information that I want to kind of send to you guys before we close this video is, as a value investor, we crave market declines. We hope that there's an event that puts the stock that we want on sale. So when last year's unfortunate events hit, that put the entire market on sale. That is an investor's dream. So now let's compare that one-to-one on a crypto market. And when our cryptos were down 40, 50%, guys, that's our dream. That's the best time to purchase, so that when it starts to correct itself, when projects start to launch, we ride those gains. You do not want to purchase an investment at its peak price, at its retail price. It just doesn't make sense. So take that as you guys will. I know there's a lot of fear, and hopefully this video kind of just eased your mind a little bit. I know there's a lot of uncertainty out there, but you guys have to act with equanimity. Either brush it off or get excited and purchase more. Again, I'm not a financial advisor, so please do not take this as financial advice. Just treat it as this video is specifically meant for education and entertainment purposes only, but that is my absolute opinion. So I hope you guys truly did enjoy that video. If you guys haven't already, and if you are new to the channel, please consider hitting that like and subscribe button down below, as it does truly help the YouTube algorithm promote this video to find other SafeMoon holders such as yourselves and other potential SafeMoon holders out there. If you guys haven't already, follow me on my other social media platforms here. It is just at RJ Ardonis. I hope everyone has an awesome Friday. If you guys have any other questions, just please post them in the comment section below. As you guys know, I love absolutely discussing with you guys, even if there are fudsters out there that want to just troll the comment section. There was one specific person that absolutely just took it way too personally when I said he's trolling the comment section, but I'm here to happily discuss. Again, I hope everyone has an awesome Friday, and I will see you guys on the next SafeMoon video next time.